That's fun. All right, we're live.
Well,
Start it.
welcome to the NEFL season 27
7.
end of season postseason show. Today we are going to preview the playoff field, giving our predictions for the Super Bowl, along with touching on more men 18 power ranking teams. Let's start off with the
Oh, we're doing those tonight?
yeah, because I told you that like a minute ago.
Oh, okay. I'm retarded.
Um,
Wait, before we get started, Sprint, what hat do you have on?
my team.
Oh, okay. How long you
Uh,
been a fan for? I thought you were a Knicks fan.
I am a Knicks fan first. This is my second team.
Oh, okay.
So should we start in the NFC? I have Daddy's
All
League up if you don't.
right, yeah, I'll pull up too. Go ahead, you start it off with them.
We got Bling as the 1 seed at 14-2. I know you didn't have him making the playoffs. You got denied there. The Rams currently are in a tie with the Cards for the division lead. It'll come down to the Week 17 game.
Jeff's
So
playing right now. He's up 13-3 on
yeah,
Carter.
yeah, and I don't know if Eli's playing or not.
I'm playing. I'm supposed to play, and I'm still waiting to hear back. So
Get that force win. Bucks are the 3 seed right now. The Eagles have won the NFC East and are the 4 seed. Jeff's currently the 5. Nas and Raider Dude are playing for the 6 seed. Raider Dude's gonna crush Nas. Not that worried there. So who do you see coming out of the NFC? At the beginning of the year, you had Jeff, and he kind of struggled.
I'm gonna stick to my guns, bro.
Well, I
I'm
guess
with Jeff
I'm
because
gonna
I
stick
think
to my guns too. I had Raider Dude going to the Super Bowl, so
let's stick to the guns.
Raider Dude's gonna represent in the NFC.
Oh shit! Did I tweet out the link? Yeah, I think I did. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're good.
We'll just retweet it later.
We're good.
And then in the AFC, Austin with the Jags is 14-1 right now on the year. Well, Irma is 14-2.
Damn, look at the 3 and 4 seeds. They're fucking 9 and 6.
Yeah, Johnny Paper 9-6. I think he gets a sim win, so he goes to 10-6. Aries clinches division at
Marshall's 12-3.
9.
I'll play Aries. I'm not, or can I call Aries first
Yeah,
round.
Marshalls is in, and then I think Dallas tweeted that he gets a tiebreaker over Ravens as the 6 seed. So it looks like
That makes sense because he's got the better division record, and he
I
probably
think
beat
he
him both
beat
times
him.
in the division. So
Yeah, I think he beat him or something
yeah,
too. So who do you see coming out of the AFC? I think you had Irma.
I hit Irma.
I mean, you didn't have.
Maybe I'm
Hey,
gonna stick with the guns, bro.
let's give a shout out to Austin. His preseason prediction for himself was, "I will not make the playoffs this year." He had some humble pie, or he was just baked out of his mind when he sent it in.
Like
But
bugs.
Austin on pace. I had Dallas going to the Super Bowl. I am changing that pick definitely.
Yeah, Dallas
It's
did not look good this year.
no offense.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with Austin. Austin Raider, dude, 2 longtime veterans of the NEFL meeting in the Super Bowl. That's my pick. So you have Jeff and Irma. Who
I'll
do you
take
think?
Jeff Nerma again.
Who do you,
I'll take Yerma to win it. Fuck Jeff.
and I think Raider dude. Raider dude's gonna represent the Empire.
What Empire?
That's his hashtag.
That's gay.
Now we're gonna jump right into the men 18 power rankings, right where we left off. Last time we brought you 32 through 25, and
Break. Just read those off again. Sprint 32 through 25. Just
at 32 was the Jets, 31 was the Saints, 30 was the 49ers, 29 Dolphins, 28 Lions, 27 not the Kevins, the Redskins, the Ravens at 26, and we left you at 25 with a good Bronco team. Sitting at 24, I have the New York Giants on my power rankings. You have some good receivers in Odell, Sterling Shepard, the new tight end Ingram. They have a young O-line to build around. Oliver Vernon's a good defensive lineman. Eli Apple, Landon Collins are some great DBs. They have some cons, though. QB, Eli Manning's getting old. No running back, especially a Madden running back. The D-line, they paid so many. What?
Oh, you good?
Yeah, why?
It froze right as you said, like as you were about to say 24th team. I don't know if it's my internet or I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's your internet.
All right. Because you're freezing again. Like it's getting choppy. So
Yeah, it's your internet.
all right. So start say it
Technical.
again. I'm sorry, I missed
So
that.
the Giants, we're gonna get back into their cons. You need a franchise quarterback, a franchise running back, two of the most important pieces of Madden. The D line, they paid out the wazoo for Damian Harris, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Olivia Vernon. If you don't like them, you're pretty much stuck with them, or a huge cap penalty. And they're not that young either. All of them are over 27. And they have no linebackers, which are key in Madden, especially if you run the popular 3-4. Coming in at 23, I have. Oh, wait, Source, did you want to comment on them?
No, I agree. I said you're gonna have to. They're old, but they're a win now team. So
Yeah, they're one win now, a few Madden pieces, but I mean, there's way
replace
better
Eli.
options in my
Replace
opinion.
Eli as fast as possible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 38-year-old Eli Manning. Next is probably I have the Colts, which at this point, if the Colts are sitting there, you get the best quarterback available for the whole cycle in Andrew Luck. Dante Moncrief in 90 speed's probably going to be on that quick dev. The rookie from last year, Philip Dorsett, another fast one, a fast wide receiver, two good receivers. Malik Hooker, they just drafted. He's going to be a baller. They do have some cons, though. They are an average team. I mean, as we've seen in real life, I'm sure you can agree there's Storts. Andrew Luck pretty much carries the team.
I just don't think they're a sexy team, like, at all. Like,
no, they're not sexy,
but they're solid.
They have a franchise quarterback, and if you're picking at 23, there's no other franchise quarterbacks on the table, in my opinion.
It's true.
At 22, we have the LA Rams, which are a baller of a team, in my opinion. You have Jared Goff. He'll probably
have Soul Dev, maybe.
Probably normal. I think he came in with quick on, so it'll probably be normal.
Oh, okay.
Gurley is still good, but he'll probably be knocked down to maybe quick or normal dev from Superstar. I think he had on this Madden to start. You have Aaron Donald at D tackle.
Best in the league.
Two very good linebackers in Mark Barron, a converted safety, and Alec Ogletree. Some cons, though, you need wide receivers. No one rings a bell on my team, in my mind. Does anyone ring a bell in your mind, Sorts?
I know they drafted Josh Reynolds from Texas A&M, I think, like in the 4th round, but that's just a name, so.
Yeah.
Obviously, you still have to get the role of Kenny Britt as your number 1 receiver. I mean, Tavon Austin.
He's getting old, though. Tavon's getting old.
Yeah. I mean, with man regression, you'll probably have 3-4 years with them.
Yeah. Their O-line, they really need to build up an O-line. The DNs, the defensive ends, and they converted to a 3-4 this year. They really don't have any DNs. Robert Quinn's now an outside linebacker. And you need cornerbacks, which in Madden, if you don't have cornerbacks, as you can see with my 49ers in the NEFL, it's hard to compete.
Yeah, you could go 1-15 with them, so.
Or, 8-7 or 9-7, depending on my game with Ted. Just putting that skill out there. But next at 21, we have the Arizona Cardinals, who a year ago were the number 1 overall pick. So, I mean, I think they've fallen a bit, in my opinion.
Right. I mean, you got fucking Palmer, who's going to die soon. David Johnson's 25 years old already.
But he's going to be superstar dev. He's a positive, in my opinion. John Brown.
Fitzgerald, you're going to have to replace very soon, and their internet just cut off. God damn it. Oh, boy.
My computer closed out on me for some weird reason.
All right. So you're just talking about John Brown.
Yeah, John Brown.
Fitzgerald, so you're going to have to replace, obviously.
Fitzgerald, I mean, you'll get
Floyd's gone.
Linebackers, though, they just drafted that kid from Temple. They have Deion Buchanan. Those who are going to be fast. You still have Chandler Jones, who will be good.
Patrick Pearson and Tyrann Mathieu, obviously.
Tyrann Mathieu. Buda Baker is a new guy they just added.
Yep.
The Konzo, QB. You're going to need one, a legitimate number one receiver because Fitzgerald won't be around, tight end. The O-line and defensive line also have holes on their team.
I mean, all on defensive lines aren't going to make or break your team, though. So
I'm not going to make or
obviously,
break, but I mean, it's just an added necessity if you have to go out and build them. You know what I mean?
yeah, I agree.
I think the next is number 20, a team I'm actually, as a Packer fan, I hate to be high on, but I think they are a great Madden team. The Chicago Bears, the build. You're going to have a Mitch Trubisky at quicker star dev coming right out of the gate. Jordan Howard's going to be another high dev running back after being the second leading rusher last year after a rookie year. Wide receiver Kevin White. I mean, he hasn't produced that much, but he's still 6'3", 94 speed.
Still young, too.
Young. There's not many wide receivers in the league that have that height and speed, in my opinion.
And this is a full rebuild team. Like, you have Trubisky, Jeffrey's gone, fucking.
Yeah, you have a full rebuild, but you have great pieces in my mind. A franchise.
You have the franchise quarterback right there ready for you.
Franchise running back. Kevin
Yep.
White, what you do with him. Other linebackers are a strength. You still have Kyle Fuller, cornerback.
Yep.
In the safety, they just drafted Amos. He's a baller.
Brian Urlacher.
One of the cons I had was they're a lower rated team, but they have potential pieces in place to be great for a cycle. The O-line does need some work, and you need a second DB. Number 19, moving along here, as we have three more teams. I have the Packers. I'm a diehard Packer fan, probably the biggest Packer fan in the league. But I just think Madden for a franchise, they do not jump out to me. They're a good win now team this year. Their O-line's a strength. Mike Daniels is good. Jake Ryan's a serviceable linebacker.
Rodgers is decent.
Yeah, Rodgers is decent. He could get you through the cycle depending on the regression. They just drafted Kevin King. He's going to be a good
And
quarterback.
Josh Jones.
Josh Jones is like a missile. I still like Demarius Randall because he is going to have like 91, 92 speed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Clinton Dix at safety, one of the best young safeties in the league. The cons, though, Rodgers will be 33.
And your receivers are going to have to rebuild soon. Jordy's
wide
30 already.
receivers, they're all
Cobb
old.
is getting up there.
They're
you
all
have
older.
Adams, but
none of them are like physically gifted. I mean,
no. Adams is going to come in with like 87, 88 speed.
Yeah, same with Cobb. Jordy might have 90, 91. Nothing jumps out at you.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, they're a good win now team, a lot of history, but in my mind, I've never liked using them in Madden, and probably in a franchise like this with so few pieces, they're only this high because of the talent they have now.
Yep, I agree 100%.
Moving on, next we have the Philadelphia the Philadelphia Eagles.
I cracked my phone. Like, that's rent today at work.
Doing what?
I was like, I had my phone plugged into the aux cord, and I unplugged it. And I didn't realize the aux cord was still on my phone, and then I dropped it. So I'm a fucking idiot.
So moving back to the Eagles now, they are a decent team in my opinion. You're gonna have Carson Wentz, like quick or star dev, depending how gracious the devs are for
What team is it? Oh, Eagles. Okay, go ahead.
Nelson Aguilar is still a young, fast receiver. They just got Alshon Jeffrey. He doesn't have the speed, but he's tall, can catch the ball. Zach Ertz is one of the fastest tight ends in the game. Lane Johnson's a great right tackle. Fletcher Koch is the best D tackle at the end of Madden 17 of their stock ratings. Linebacker Michael Kendricks is like one of the fastest linebackers in the game. The cons, though, another pro was they have Jordan Matthews, another great receiver.
They just drafted defensive end Derek Barnett too.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a baller. Yeah, they have a good receiving core in my opinion with Aguilar, Matthews, and Jeffrey and Ertz. So you have weapons. Cons, though, you need a running back. They did trade their second round pick in next year's draft, so they don't have that. Their O line, besides Lane Johnson, and defensive line is not that good. Brandon Graham is getting old, and they do need a few linebackers and DBs to compete, especially in the NFC East. And then the final team, number 17, checking in is the
Let me
Buffalo.
guess. Dude, you never let me guess.
Sorry. Oh, yes.
Is it the AFC East?
How about this? Do you think the Buffalo Bills are too high at 17?
Too high isn't like they're rated too good. Like you rate them too well.
Yeah.
No, I think they're right where they need to be. That sounds about right.
I mean,
Taylor's fucking how old already?
but you still have some of the
Still
pros I
Sammy
had.
Watkins.
Cardell Jones, Rocket,
Yeah, you rocked the
Sammy
arm.
Watkins, Shaq Lawson's a good linebacker, Marcel Darius. They did lose Gilmore, but they still have Darby at cornerback. This is the big thing for me. They have an extra first rounder in 2018 they were able to acquire from the trade with Kansas City, I believe.
Yeah, when they moved up. Yeah, Kansas City moved
Yeah,
up.
so I mean,
Or Houston, that's one of the two.
so they're sitting right there with an extra draft pick for the first rookie draft, the Madden 18. So I mean, that's a positive right there in my mind. Some cons though, you need a second receiver outside of Watkins, another DB to replace Gilmore, a middle linebacker, some D ends, and probably a running back to replace McCoy because he won't be there
Yeah,
forever.
McCoy's not gonna be there forever.
So I mean,
Yeah,
talent wise, they're not that great of a team, but that first round, that extra first, in my opinion, is big time.
and you have to take in consideration the division. You know, you're gonna be
Yeah, you have two of
the
the
Jets and Dolphins,
they're
and
at the bottom of mine. So I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
Patriots are win now. So I
yeah.
mean, you can build them up. All right, so that was 17, right?
I think
I guess it's 17.
that's all we have for your time today. Looking ahead, you'll probably see us do a preview show for the next season. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do a Super Bowl preview show. I will be busy this weekend
Drinking.
consuming alcohol all weekend, so I am out of town. But we both
That's what
plan
I'll be doing.
on maybe giving you like a 15-second Super Bowl preview video on Twitter. But that's all I have for me today. It'll be Warriors in 4. If you want to close us out.
Yeah, you know, the Brown sexuals are, you know, they got their panties in a bunch lately. You know, oh, the Warriors are just too good. Well, yeah, that's what happens, you know. I mean, LeBron wanted more shooters, didn't he, Sprint?
Uh,
LeBron begged for more scoring and
all I
more
hear now is
playmakers.
like who's going to be joining LeBron in the summer when they lose. That's all I've been hearing lately. Paul George is the new name.
Yeah, I saw that today too. Give them love for George.
They won't.
So stupid.
They won't.
No,
Pacers
no, the
won't.
Pacers aren't that stupid.
Yeah, no.
All right, but yeah. So we'll probably see you for the season 28 preview show. Like Sprint said, we'll do a quick Super Bowl preview show. I might do one. I don't know yet, but otherwise, y'all have a good weekend. I'll see you later. Bye,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll see you.